All right, so good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the University of Mindanao and welcome to our program info session. By the way, I'm Benji D. Manopas, the information assistant of the university. And this program info session aims to give knowledge and also inform you students, incoming freshmen, and also currently in the grade 12 level that we have a lot of programs that the university can offer and who can help you in choosing the right program that would best fit to your interest and your passion and also your dreams and aspiration in the future. And so this afternoon, we're going to feature two programs under the College of Teacher Education. And that would be the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in General Science and also the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics. And I believe that you're excited for this program info session. And we too from the university are also excited to share to you, these programs and what awaits or what career path would really be the best once you would choose these two programs under the College of Teacher Education. And so without further ado, let us start our program info session. But before that, let's have first a virtual tour of the two campuses here in Davao City of the University of Mindanao, and that is the Matina campus and also the Bolton campus. So let us take a look at this video. And there you have it, guys, the 28 hectares QM Matina campus and also the Bolton campus. And we are also excited to meet you face to face soon here in our campus, the Matina campus and also the UM Bolton campus. And so without further ado, let us start. And by the way, if you'll be having a problem with your connection as we go on with our info session, you can go directly to our our YouTube channel, Unimin Official, and this also being streamed live this afternoon. And so let us start with our first program that would like to be featured here in the program info session under the College of Teacher Education, the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in General Science. And to give us more um, updates and other information about this program, we have with us the OJT coordinator of the College of Teacher Education and also one of the faculty of the BSEd-General Science, Professor Yula May Busbus Sinening. Ma'am?
Hello, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. Allow me to share my screen. Am I audible po?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Right. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, this is the info session for Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Science. And I'm Yula May Busbusineneng. As mentioned by Sir Benzi, I'm one of the faculty members of the College of Teacher Education, and at the same time, the OJT coordinator of the college. So I'll walk you through the different features of the program, specifically the science major here in the college. So my presentation would focus on the following topics that would include the student outcomes. Included here will be the general student outcomes for all Bachelor of Secondary Education programs, as well as the student outcomes specific to the science program or science specialization, as well as I'm going to present as well the student perspectives. What are the different subjects included in the program once you enroll in the program? And then I will also be highlighting the teaching internship, kind of biased because I'm the OJT coordinator. So this is actually not just applicable for the science students, science major students, but it's for all the students, be it Bachelor of Secondary Education or Bachelor of Elementary Education. So I'll be highlighting the teaching internship program, focusing on the deployment here in our local partner schools, as well as our partner schools abroad. And then what are the different benefits and experiences that you are expected to experience once you enroll in the program. And of course, the different testimonies from the graduates of the Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in science. Okay, so we shall start with the student outcomes. Okay, so for the professional education, for the Bachelor of Secondary Education program, across all specializations, there are 2, 4, 6, 7 student outcomes. These outcomes are applicable to all specializations. So the last 3, the I, J, and K, are special to the science program. Okay, so let me start with the student learning outcome A or the student outcome A. We at the end of as you graduate from this program, you are expected to have an articulate rootedness of education in different contexts, be it philosophical, social, cultural, historical, psychological, and political. So that's one of the student outcomes that we are expecting the students to manifest once they graduate from the program. At the same time, of course, this one is very important because after graduation and after taking the licensure examination, you're expected to teach, of course, no? be part of the teaching profession. And so once you become a teacher, you're expected, of course, to have a mastery of your subject matter or the discipline that you are teaching. So in this case, the science subject. Okay, so that is on content knowledge of the teacher. So we expect students to demonstrate content knowledge or mastery of the subject matter. And of course, the mastery of the content or the subject matter is not just enough for you to transfer the knowledge, the content knowledge to your students. You also need to be equipped with pedagogical knowledge. And so the student learning outcome or SOC focuses on providing our students or expecting our students to facilitate learning using a wide range of teaching methodologies and delivery modes appropriate to specific learners and their environment. So as not just we will not just hone you with or equip you with the content knowledge, but as well as equip you with pedagogical knowledge so as you can be an effective teacher. You can use different strategies, different techniques in your teaching or during your instruction. At the same time, since we focus also in inclusive education, we also, SOD focuses on developing innovative curricula, instructional plans, teaching approaches, and resources for different types of learners or diverse learners. Because we all know that our learners may vary not in their intelligence test or in their learning styles. And so we want to let the future educators know that there are different ways on how you're going to handle those different types of students. Okay, and then SOE focuses on the ICT integration in your instruction. So students are expected to apply skills in the development and utilization of ICT to promote quality, relevant, and sustainable educational practices. So we are very lucky here. We are very fortunate here in the University of Mindanao because in the College of Teacher Education, we have an Intel Teach laboratory wherein students from different programs or different specializations can utilize the laboratory for them to better improve or better improve their knowledge or their skills in the aspect of technology. And as what I've mentioned in B, content knowledge is not enough for you to be a teacher. Pedagogical knowledge is also needed, but with the 21st century, technological knowledge is also expected from teachers. So we also need to develop technological knowledge among our students, our future educators here in the college. And SO4 focuses on the variety of thinking skills in planning, monitoring, assessing, reporting, learning processes, and outcomes. So as we all know in instruction, of course, there should be an alignment in the objective instruction and as well as in the assessment. So we also expose our students to various types of assessments and allow them to create or draft different types of assessments and utilize those types of assessments so as so that they will be able to utilize that as well once they become professional teachers. Okay, and then of course, SOG focuses on the practice of the profession as well as the ethical teaching standards sensitive to the local, national, and global reality. So I can just speak in behalf of what I have experienced in the college as well as in my designation as an OJT coordinator. So what we usually do before we deploy our students outside the campus during their internship, we conduct code of ethics for professional teachers, or actually it's called core values and code of ethics for professional teachers before they will be deployed in their respective schools to remind them of the ethical standards of what is expected from them as a teacher in the society. Okay, so that's SOG. And then SOH, the last that is common to all programs, is to pursue lifelong personal and professional growth through varied experiential and field-based opportunities. Of course, we value continuous professional development among our students, and not just professional, also in the personal aspect. So we also highlight that, or we also give emphasis on that aspect. Okay, and the last three is, as what I've mentioned, is specific to the science program. So SOI states that the student should demonstrate deep understanding of scientific concepts and principles. And based on SHED Memorandum Order number 75, series of 2017, the performance indicators include display of basic and comprehensive understanding of the knowledge, principles of the subject matter in the sciences. So I think this one is the same or parallel to item or SOB, which focuses on the content knowledge of the teacher. But in this case, it focuses more on the specialization, on the major, which is science, the scientific concepts and principles. And that includes, that covers different sciences, not just biological sciences, chemistry, or physical sciences like chemistry, physics, yun siya na mga types of or branches of science, environmental science. So the content knowledge or deep understanding across all of those sciences or branches of science is the focus of this program. And of course, apply scientific inquiry in teaching and learning. So the student should be able to apply the scientific principles in solving current problems, and at the same time, use scientific inquiry in understanding and explaining natural phenomena. So that's also one of the student outcomes. And last, but definitely not the least, the SOK is to utilize effective science teaching and assessment tools. So that includes utilization and design of various or appropriate materials or instructional materials in science, as well as employ effective teaching techniques for diverse types of learners in different or varied conditions, and design and utilize a variety of appropriate assessment techniques as well to monitor and evaluate learning, and of course, to provide regular feedback to the students. So those are the student learning outcomes for the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in science program. Let us now dive into the prospectus. So if you try to look at the prospectus of the program, we are actually the same with the other Bachelor of Secondary Education programs, like the math, mathematics, English, Filipino, social studies. We are most likely the same in terms of the prof-ed subjects or professional education subjects, as well as the general education subjects. So what differs us from the other programs, of course, is the focus on, or the specialization on the different branches of science. So for the first year, first semester, you will be taking the inorganic chemistry and earth science. So there are major subjects that includes lecture units and laboratory units. So for inorganic chemistry, for example, we have 3 lecture units and 2 units for laboratory. So that's a total of 5 units for that subject alone. And then for earth science, it's only a lecture subject, so that's only 3 units. Okay. The same thing with the analytical chemistry subject. That's also a lecture laboratory subject. So that by the way, when you enroll in a lecture laboratory subject, or if the subject contains a laboratory, or if 3 units above. So for example, in inorganic and analytical chemistry, 5 units yung total niya. You will complete that subject in 1 semester. Okay, for the entire semester, because the nature of the system in the university is we are a term system. So meaning there are subjects here that you will be taking for the first term, and then there are also subjects that you will be taking in the second semester. I'm sorry, second term of that semester. So, but for the subjects with laboratory, you'll be taking that for the entire semester, so as to cover the total number of units and the number of hours. Okay, and since this one is a general science, no specialization, we also have subjects under the branch of physics. So that includes fluid mechanics, as well as for the second year, you'll also enroll into electricity and magnetism, that's still under the physics, thermodynamics, and other subjects such as genetics, org chem, meteorology, and biochem. So those are the major subjects that you'll be taking for the second year. No, this one is for the first semester. Ito dito on your left side of the screen, and then on the right side of the screen are the subjects that you will be taking during the second semester of the school year. And of course, you also have the summer subjects that will start. Summer subjects will start on the second year. Okay? And then for the third year, dito na no na medyo madugo na yung ating journey in this program, because bulk of the major subjects are placed in the third year. Okay, so that includes your research. So the research subject is divided into 2 semesters. So you'll be taking the entire research subject for the entire school year, but it will be divided into 2 parts. The first semester will be the research teaching science 1, basically focusing on the first 2 parts, no, up to the methodology, and then the implementation, as well as the interpretation of the results, and the final defense na talaga would be under the research 2, or the research in teaching science 2. So that's the major. That also includes a cell and molecular biology. We also have astronomy, waves and optics, and as well as the teaching of science. That includes a 1 unit of laboratory. That will also the same with the technology for teaching and learning science. That also contains 1 unit for laboratory, because that will equip you as well with on how you're going to integrate ICT or technology in teaching the subject. Because there are a lot of applications, software that you can utilize for you to be able to transfer effectively your topic or your subject matter to your students. Okay, and that also includes microbiology and parasitology, anatomy and physiology, modern physics, as well as assessment and evaluation in science. I think of course, these subjects are based on the CMO 17 series of 2017. I'm sorry, I think the CMO, let me correct myself, CMO 75, sorry, series of 2017. These subjects are prescribed in the SHED memorandum order. And the design personally of the subjects, I believe, would equip the teachers or the future teachers with the content knowledge once they handle subjects in public schools, in the Department of Education, because Now with the spiral curriculum in the Department of Education, you're not just going to focus on one specialization, unlike before that, for example, if you're going to handle a second year student, you just focus on biology. But now it's no longer like that. If you'll be handling grade 7 students, you'll teach not just environmental science or environmental science, but as well as chemistry, physics, and biology for the entire school year. The same thing as you progress, as the students progress through the second year or the grade 8, they'll also be taking the same subject areas, but with an increasing level of difficulty. But across the same pa rin, no? May chemistry pa rin, physics, biology, and science, earth science. So those are the things that we want to equip our students with, so that they'll be ready once they'll be employed talaga in the public schools, or even not in the public schools, even in the private schools. We are under the same umbrella. Okay. And for the last year, medyo konti na lang yung subject na nakikita natin, but looks can be deceiving. Hindi lang siya, konti lang siya, but of course, we are also very particular in the implementation of these subjects, because in the university, that's I think unique to the University of Mindanao, that we conduct competency appraisal to our students. So competency appraisal is across all programs under the College of Teacher Education. So they need to take general education and professional education subjects as part of their competency appraisal in preparation for their review as they take their licensure examination for teachers. And personally, I can attest to the effectiveness of this program, because I'm also a product of the university, and I'm also a product of this subject or this program. And I see that we are prepared because we, as early as 4th year, we are already taught with the different test-taking strategies or test-taking techniques, so that we'll be more prepared in taking the licensure exam. So in the 4th year as well, you'll be taking Field Study 1 and 2. This is still across all areas or all specialization. And at the same time, the CAED 500, because we also want to develop our students or prepare our students to be employable in the future. So there's a career and personality development. And the last semester would focus on the teaching internship and the CA specialization. So in this case, I think this one is unique. CA, this 503, is unique to BSEd program. So BSEd programs, no? The math, science, and the rest. Wala ito sa elementary. Okay? But teaching internship is across all programs under the college. So speaking of teaching internship, okay, once you reach your 4th year, your last year in the college, you will be deployed either locally or internationally. So we have local partners, and we also have international partners. We have partners in Southeast Asia or in Asia, no part. So we also deploy students. Prior pandemic, we have sent students already to different universities in Indonesia. And we also received students from our different partner schools in Indonesia as well. So now, because of the pandemic, na put on hold muna yun no, na program. But for the upcoming year, school year, the C-Teacher project will resume. And we are also still part of the C-Teacher project. And we are planning to participate in the exchange with the different partner schools in Indonesia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia. Those are the partner countries or participating countries in the C-Teacher project. Okay, so for the local internship, we usually we partner with the Department of Education here in Region 11, and we have different partner schools. I I just included elementary because I'm the ano no OJT kanina, so lahat yan dinedeploy natin. But of course, if your specialization is science, you'll just be deployed in national high schools or in various national high schools, public schools here in Davao City. So an example to that is the Vicenta C. Nograles National High School. This was a picture taken during the student teacher. I'm sorry, during the MAPI Day, wherein the student teachers participated in the activity. And also, we conduct students, we prepare our students before their local deployment through various pre-deployment seminars and deployment orientation. So for the pre-deployment seminars, that includes child and protection policy, gender and development, work etiquette. Uh, we also include in here lesson planning and teaching strategy so that you'll also be ready once you conduct your demo teaching in your specific schools. Okay, and then we also receive, since we deploy students locally and internationally, we also receive students, we send students outside, and we also accept students here in our college or in our university. So last 2019, before the pandemic, we received 4 students. This is actually the second batch already, but prior to this batch is, I think, 3 students from Indonesia as well. We received 3 students from Indonesia, and then the last batch before the pandemic, we received inbound students from Indonesia. So we visited, ito yung mga Indonesian students. They look similarly, they look just like Filipino students pa rin. Ito sila, we visited the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia here in Davao City. And we actually we were invited in the birthday party in Busitani of the Consulate General. So we were lucky to be accommodated by the Consulate General of Indonesia. And the CTE faculty members as well welcome the Indonesian students. So these are these are the faculty members under the College of Teacher Education. So under different specializations na yan sila, not just science. But andito si Ma'am Morian, yung sa math. Andito si Ma'am Eileen for social studies. Ito yung mga English teachers. We have Filipino, ito math. So yun siya. And Ma'am Mercy is under the science program. So yan. And then we also accompany them in their local deployment. So we receive them here in our university, but we also deploy them to our partner schools, different public schools here in Davao City. So they observe classes as well, both in the Department of Education, in public schools, and the basic education here in the University of Mindanao. Okay. And then, of course, if we receive students, we also send out students, deploy students internationally outside the Philippines, in Indonesia to be specific. So medyo marami-rami yung pre-pandemic natin na outbound students. We have a total of 11 students. Kompleto ba sila dito? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 10 lang sila nasa picture. But we have a total of 11 students that we deploy before the pandemic. They are the last students that we deployed under the Sea Teacher project. So this was taken before their departure to Indonesia, and then this was taken during their culmination activity after their deployment in Indonesia. So naka-ano na sila, naka-Indonesian attire na sila. Binili nila doon sa Indonesia. And of course, we have testimonies from them on their experiences and how the experiences that they had really help them become better teachers and provided them with lifelong experiences that they can also share to their students and their colleagues as well. Okay. And then they also participated there. So these pictures are taken there in Indonesia, no? In their in our partner schools, partner universities in Indonesia. So we have student engagement in Indonesia. So they participated in the different engagement programs and activities there. And this one is deployment in one of the schools or universities there in Indonesia. And then since they will also be deployed in the partner school of the partner university, they will also be conducting or will be having their demo teaching in that certain partner school. So ito yung mga students niya, ito yung ating student from the University of Mindanao. And ito yung mga teachers doon, ito yung ating interns from the College of Teacher Education. So they conducted a culmination activity for our interns. And ito yung pinaka highlight. They were featured in the Unismo Palu school paper. They were also provided with a farewell party for the interns. So as you can see, there is a collaboration between the Philippine government and the Indonesian government here. Okay, so aside from the internship, the next thing that I will be discussing would be the benefits. What are the different benefits that you will have or that you will experience once you will be enrolling in this program, in the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in science na program. So, of course, you can be a part of the organization, the student organization in the college or in the university. So we call the organization as the Young Educators Association for Science and Technology. So that's YEAS in short. So that's Young Educators Association for Science and Technology. And these are our officers for the school year 2022 to 2023. Ito yung mga officers natin. And they're guided and being facilitated by our advisor, none other than Professor Mark John Pitito, one of the faculty members as well, under the program of BSEd Science. Okay, so ito yung mga pwede kayong sumali sa organization, the YEAS organization, once you are enrolled in the program. And if you are already a YEAS member, of course, you can experience different activities, be it co-curricular or extracurricular activities. So just like this one, they conducted this. I think this one is, of course, well, ang nakamask, so for sure, this one is pre-pandemic. They conducted mangrove planting and coastline cleanup activities as one of their outreach programs. And then they also participated in the just recently, this one is just a recent activity wherein the YEAS officers members participated in the English Olympics, wherein they're hailed as the overall champion. So during events like that, different organizations under the College of Teacher Education, like from different programs, like from science, math, social studies, Filipino, generalist. So they participate in certain activities, just like the English Olympics, wherein they feature their strengths, their talents, and during the English Olympics, the YEAS was recognized as the overall champion. So congratulations, YEAS. I think this one is after After ngayon na, just recently after the pandemic is not yet over, but this one during the transition during the transition of the face-to-face class. So, andito na yun, no? And then, eto din, this was, I think, during one of the events still, co-curricular events under the college. And aside from that, one of the core values of the university is teamwork, no? And we emphasize that everyone should excel and everyone should help each other excel in the field or in their specific programs. And so with the science program, the youth initiated the online peer coaching activity, wherein if you have a very strong foundation on a specific subject, then you are qualified to help others who are struggling in that specific subject or topic. So we help each other through peer tutoring or peer coaching. Okay, so that's one of the activities under the youth organization. So wala talagang may iwan, lahat tayo magtatagumpay with the youth organization. And speaking of tagumpay, since we work together as a team and we know that another core value of the university is excellence, we always strive hard to excel, especially after school, beyond school, no? Once we take the licensure examination for teachers. So we have that culture here in science, not just I think in science, but in the college in general. We have that culture to really strive hard to not just pass the licensure examination, but to top the licensure examination. And I am very proud to announce or to say that since 2014, ito na, August of 2014, up until the present, the program, the science program, already produced 22 top-notchers, if I'm not mistaken. So that varies, no, from different levels. So my top 1 tayo, top 2, top 3, top 4, up until 5. So these are the top-notchers from various licensure examinations for teachers, various batches. So andito nga si Sir Mark Pipita, ranked 9 siya during the March 2017, one of the faculty members and the advisor of YES. Okay, so andito. And then we also have some March 2019, September 2019 also, medyo marami-rami, 6. We produced 6 top-notchers under the program. With the highest ranking, dalawa, no, during the September 2019 pre-pandemic. We produced 2 rank 2 na students from the science program. And then in the September 2021 na licensure examination for teachers, we produced 4 top-notchers. Ito, 4. The highest place is top 3, Telegara. So ito sila, no? Very hard-working din yan sila. Under yan sila sa akin in one of the major subjects in internship. I can attest that they are really very hard-working students because we in our college and in our program, we emphasize on that culture na dapat gahot yun. And then during this January 2022, we have the top 2, si Miss Ivy Abala, with a rating of 92.60. Siya lang yung nag-iisa na nag-top, pero hindi talaga niya sinagad niya talaga top 2 talaga agad. So kahit siya lang mag-isa. And then just recently, I guess this one is the most recent parang results that we had the top notches, top 10 si Villanueva during the October 2022 licensure examination for teachers. So a total of 22 top notchers all in all since August of 2014. Okay, so aside from that, we also have different feedbacks, and these feedbacks are from students who already graduated from the program, who are also part of the youth organization. Sila yung mga ano no, sila yung um, mga graduates with flying colors, with Latin honors. So in the 2022, October 2022 graduation batch, we produced two summa cum laude. Ito sila, excuse me, Cabesay and Marceliones. We also produced 11 magna cum laudes, dalawa lang yung pinili ko. Nilagay ko dito. Sorry yung sa iba. You can visit the Yeast Organization Facebook page para makita nyo yung ibang mga Latin honors. And then 5 cum laude under the science program. So sabi dito ni Mervin Cabesay, sorry, one of the summa cum laude, sabi niya, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Yeast Organization for taking care of me for more than 3 years. So kung nakita niyo yung picture doon sa tree planting, coastal cleanup na activity, andun sila, Cabesay, sila Marceliones. They're also very active. So ito pa si Marceliones, and we are hoping, since they already took the licensure examination last March, we are praying and hoping that they will be part of the Legion of Top Notchers under our program. So, fingers crossed. By God's grace, sana madagdag sila doon talaga. And then we also have magna cum laude from our program. I mentioned there are 11. Sabi dito ni Sir Varona, Yeast had been my first home in our alma mater. Whatever achievements I have right now, it is because Yeast provided me great foundation in excellence and service. My sincerest gratitude for you, citizen science. Always make your nanay and tatay proud. Okay, no? Nakaka-proud talaga si Varona. Not just excelling academically, he's not just excelling academically, but is also a student leader. So, nakaka-proud. And then, si Eliseo then said that, thank you to Yeast Organization for establishing an environment that fosters excellence and girls' camaraderie, accountability, and a sense of overall support for its people. Indeed, this family made my 4-year stay in college bearable. So, nakaka-happy when you hear those things. So, again, thank you so much. I guess that's the end of my presentation. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope that you enroll in our college, specifically in the science program. But if you happen to choose a different major, okay lang din, magkikita-kita pa rin tayo. But if you are inclined into biological science, chemistry, physics, environmental science, and you want to teach that to the future generation of students, then enroll here in the BSEd Science program. Thank you so much, and God bless everyone.
Thank you so much, Professor Yula, for those information with regards to the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Science. And so without further ado, let's proceed to the next program that we're going to feature this afternoon under the College of Teacher Education. There's also producers of top notchers, no, for various licensure examination for teachers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in Mathematics. And to present this program, we have with us this afternoon one of the faculty under the BSEd-Mathematics. We have Professor Marian K. Gallego. Ma'am?
Hi, good afternoon. So let me share my screen. Okay. Can you hear me well?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Marian KF Caliago, and I'm speaking in behalf of the mathematics majors here in the College of Teacher Education. So I'm also a faculty member, one of the faculty members of the BSEd-Mathematics program, and I'm tasked today to discuss or to share with you what we can do or what we offer here in the Bachelor of Secondary Education Mathematics. So what is Bachelor of Secondary Education major in mathematics? So it's a it's a course, a 4-year program designed to prepare students like you to teach mathematics at both the primary and secondary levels. This program trains students the art and science of teaching disciplines of mathematics. So when you try to enroll in a Bachelor of Secondary Education, or if you will enroll in BSEd Mathematics, you will be learning about the different disciplines in mathematics, and which are very important when you will teach in the primary as well as in the secondary levels. So why do we have to study the Bachelor of BSEd Mathematics in short? So first, it's an in-demand teaching profession. All of the teaching specializations are very important, but we can say that mathematics also is very in demand since we are already in a data-driven world and everything already includes numbers, and that when we learn or when we enroll in BSEd Mathematics, we will know more about how we can interpret, how we can analyze data that we encounter every day. Second is that we would develop, or you are expected to develop analytical skills and your analytical attitude. So when we say analytical, this is where we try to observe, do observations, we try to do inferences before we could create conclusions. Okay, so when you enroll to BSEd Mathematics majors, we don't just believe on everything that we see, but we try to make observations, we try to hypothesize, we try to understand better, so as not to make false conclusions or false recommendations. Third is that we develop the habit of critical thinking. So analytical skills and your critical thinking skills go together. So if you will enroll in the Bachelor of Secondary Education Mathematics, you will develop the skill of being critical, of not believing everything that you see everywhere, or not believing everything that are said to you, but instead you try to understand what's being said. You understand not only the quantitative side of the concepts, but also how we could better understand or interpret the things that we receive. Fourth is that you're expected to possess skills highly valued by employers. So we have the different core values. Miss Eula was able to discuss all the skills that, or the core values a UMian should possess. So enrolling as well in BSEd Education major in mathematics, you would also know how to be a true UMian. Okay. Next is having, or you would have content and pedagogical expertise. So we don't just develop students that are intelligent or intellectual students, but also how we also develop students that that know how to transfer learning, the content that they've learned, and how they transfer the learning. Next is we create, or you're expected to create, precise analysis and careful conclusion. So as mentioned, one of the reasons why we have, or why we encourage you to study Bachelor of Secondary Education major in mathematics is that you would know, or we would be more equipped in creating more precise analysis as well as provide more careful conclusions. And next, no standards of teaching profession. So you have your professional education subjects. You have from Edu 101 up until 110. So on those subjects, you would know all of the BSEd students or BEd and BSEd students would learn those content or those subjects, but also as a BSEd mathematics major, you would know those standards of the teaching profession. And lastly, you can execute 21st century skills in teaching and learning. So the student outcomes for the BSEd major in mathematics, I believe Miss Eula was able to discuss or at least give some explanations on this student outcomes from A. These are all general for BSEd and BEd subjects or specializations. BEd and BSEd subjects who have their specializations. So we have SOA, B, C, D. These are common to all of the BSEd subjects. SOE, SOF, SOG, and H. And the competency or the outcomes, student outcomes, more specific for the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in mathematics would be from SOI up until SO8. So here in SOI, we have here, you're expected after you graduate from the 4-year program as a BSEd major in mathematics graduate, or as you graduate under the course of BSEd Math, you are expected to exhibit competence in mathematical concepts and procedures, exhibit proficiency in relating mathematics to other curricular ideas, manifest meaningful and comprehensive pedagogical content knowledge in mathematics, demonstrate competence in designing, constructing, and utilizing different forms of assessment in mathematics. So all the subjects that you will be taking, if you will enroll in BSEd major in mathematics, will equip you in attaining these student outcomes. So you would be more competent in the concepts and procedures. We know that mathematics is a highly procedural subject. You'll be more proficient in relating mathematics to other curricular ideas or areas, meaningful and comprehensive, not only the content, but together the pedagogical and content knowledge in mathematics. And you would also be competent in designing, constructing, and even utilizing different forms of assessment in mathematics. So we cannot just rely on giving our students MCQ. So if you will enroll in BSEd Mathematics, we will teach you how to better assess students. So we have three remaining outcomes. SOM, demonstrate proficiency in problem solving by solving and creating routine and non-routine problems with different levels of complexity. SON, use effectively appropriate approaches, methods, and techniques in teaching mathematics, including technological tools. SOO, appreciate mathematics as an opportunity for creative work, moments of enlightenment, discovery, and gaining insights of the world. So through the subjects, again, the courses, the subjects that you will be taking when you will enroll in the Bachelor of Secondary Education, mathematics, you will be more equipped on, or you will be more proficient in problem solving, and also more effective, or you could use more effective approaches, methods that you could also share not only to your students, but also to other people that would be more interested, that are interested in mathematics, in learning, and as well as in teaching mathematics. So we have here the prospectus for the BSEd Mathematics. So here are the courses offered for under this course. So for the first year, we see here that we have the first semester. We have the Math 111, History of Mathematics, Math 112, College in Advanced Algebra. So for the first year, first semester, it's more of about learning the history and the fundamentals in mathematics. So that's Math 111 and Math 112. So algebra, the most favorite subject of all. And for the second semester, for under still the first year, you have Math 121, which is the trigonometry, and 122, which is the plane and solid geometry. So these are Math 111 and Math 112 is a prerequisite for the courses trigonometry and plane and solid geometry. So as you progress to the next years of your education, you will see there that there is also an increase in the number of major subjects that you will be taking. However, you don't have to worry, since what we do here in Bachelor of Secondary Education Mathematics, as much as possible, we try to demystify concepts for you to better understand and better be more equipped in the subject, and be more equipped in not only in the content, but as well as in the pedagogical aspect of the course. So again, we have if you see in the first year, we have two subjects for the two major subjects for the first year, first semester, first year, and second semester, first year still. And other subjects, you have your GE and your Educ 101 GE subjects, and your other two Educ 102 and Educ 103 for the second semester. For the summer, you have one subject, which is the Rizal's life in work. So it's still important to learn about Rizal, since based on the trend, there are also subjects or questions that come up with the result, and it's still important to learn about his life and works. And for the second year, remember, we have on the first year, we have two subjects, both from first and second semester. For the second year, we have Math 212, 213, 214, and 215, which are offered on the first semester of second year. So if you see, the number of major subjects already doubled in the second year. So as you progress to the next level, you will see here that there are increasing number of subjects. So you have logic and set, elementary statistics and probability, calculus 1 with analytic geometry, mathematics of investment. So these are the subjects for the first semester of second year. And for the second semester, you have calculus 2, that's math 221, math 222, number theory, and math 223, that's modern geometry. So if you look at the last column, this would be the prerequisite subjects before you could take up these subjects on the left column. So it's important that you would pass the subjects, 214 and 212, all of the subjects for the second year before you could proceed to the next subjects for the second semester. So we still, as much as possible, we try to encourage and scaffold, demystify, scaffold everything for them to better transition to the next subject, para mas efficient or mas proficient sila in their succeeding on the next subject that they will be taking. And for the summer, you still have your summer subjects, that's GE3, EDUC 109 and your G7. So there are two general G stands for the general education subjects. So these are your minor subjects, but still we still have to give priority to these subjects, as well as your EDUC 109 subjects, the teaching profession. So if you will remember, one of the outcomes, student outcomes, is for you to or one of the reasons why you have to study is to know the standards of the teaching profession. And that is, of course, to better learn what it takes to be a teacher, what are the characteristics of a good and quality teacher. And for the third year, okay, you see there are, on the second year, you have how many? 4 and 3 subjects. 4 for the first semester, 3 on the first semester, 3 on the second semester. We have on the third year, we have already 5 for the first semester. We see you already have research in mathematics, calculus, linear algebra, advanced statistics, and principles and strategies in teaching mathematics. So we already have 5 for the third year. So you will see, oh, I can already focus on, you will be more focused on learning about the course, because you will be learning 5 core subjects under the specialization on the first semester of being a third year student, successful third year student. And on the second semester, you have the third year, you have research in mathematics 2, that's 413, 321 problem solving, mathematical investigation and modeling, 322 abstract algebra, 323 with laboratory, instrumentation and technology in mathematics, 324 assessment and evaluation in mathematics, and in 325 you have the differential equations. So you see here, it's already 6. So if we started as a first year, you have 2 subjects for the first and second. Second year, you already have 4 subjects for the first and 3 subjects for the second semester. And on the third year, you already have 5 subjects for the first semester and 6 subjects for the second semester. So if you see, you can already focus on as you reach the higher level, you are already immersed to more specialization or more subjects that tackles more about our specialization. There are not much of the general education in the edu subject. However, we have still two here for the regular third year level, 110 and 108. So in here, you will learn about research. You will learn about how you can do effective assessments in mathematics, how we develop different technology and instruments in teaching mathematics, as well as the different abstract concepts in algebra. And on your fourth year, if you will progress as a fourth year student, you will have on the first semester, I believe this is a general for all the Bachelor of BSEd subjects and BEd courses, BEd and BSEd courses, FS1 and 2, your CA or your career assessment, 501 and 502, you have the general education and professional education, as well as your CAED. So your field study, you will be asked to not yet do the actual demonstration. However, you are expected to observe to better understand the current educational setting by just a mere observer. Maybe some teachers would require you to do some teaching tasks, but it's not the same when you do the teaching internship, which you will have on your second semester of fourth year. So you have ED 421, teaching internship, and you have your specialization, your career assessment specialization for your specialization. So we have math. So you will have your career assessment in mathematics together with the teaching internship. So if you will be successful in passing all these courses, you will be considered as a graduate for the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in mathematics. So teaching internship and on-the-job training. I believe Ms. Yula as well already gave us the brief and an overview of what they do, what students do during their teaching internship in their OJT or the on-the-job training. And it's actually in the second semester of the fourth year students, okay, fourth year level. If you're already on your fourth year, successful fourth year, students should attend, you're expected to attend and comply with your teaching internship to various university partner schools, private and public. So in here, in this picture, I believe Ms. Yula also discussed about the C project, wherein students are also sent out to some of the universities included in the Southeast Asian countries, wherein partner schools, wherein they are where they will do their internship. So it's called the externship program. One of the students, math students that we had is Miss Avis Harabello, wherein they were sent to one of the Southeast Asia, I believe it's in Thailand, where they had their internship. So if you would be given also the opportunity, if you will be enrolled in BSEd-Mathematics, if you will enroll in BSEd-Mathematics, you would you would also have the opportunity to become one of the C students or the Southeast Asian external internship on the job training. You can do that. If you could apply to that project. And also sa teaching internship and on the job training, you are allowed to put your knowledge and abilities to use in a real teaching scenario. So your cooperating teachers guide you and report your performance to the OJT coordinator. So one of the things that you would enjoy in your teaching internship or the the job training would be that you will be acting as their teacher. So it's more fun if you're the one doing it than merely observing the teaching process. So when you do your teaching internship, that I believe is on second semester of your fourth year, you are given a cooperating teacher. You will be assigned to different schools, which was discussed by Miss Yula, the different public schools here in Davao City, and you will be assigned to each of cooperating teachers. You will have your own cooperating teacher. You will work with them. You will work on their classes, and they will report as well your performance to the OJT coordinator, who is Miss Yula. So it's actually fun doing the internship and the on-the-job training, because you're going to have the actual demonstration of the knowledge and skills that you've learned during your four-year course or the 4 years study in the under the said course. Also, we have, the university offers externship program. You have there the externship program where student teachers may experience teaching abroad. You can be part of the C Teacher project and experience being a pre-service teacher exchange in the Southeast Asia. So you will be given the opportunity to work or to teach non-Filipino students, but you would also learn how to interact with the different nationalities. Those who are our partner schools would receive you as their practice teacher. There would be an exchange. Sometimes there would be an exchange of teachers. Their teachers will come here and we send out teachers there. So there would be an exchange in ideas, programs, and knowledge and everything about the pedagogy, about how we do the assessment. You would learn from them as well, not only with the in the Philippine context. What are our expected career paths for Bachelor of Secondary Education major in mathematics? Some of you might wonder what would I become, or what would be my future job or profession or my occupation when I career when I enroll in BSEd major in mathematics. One is, of course, you will become your licensed professional mathematics teacher. You can teach secondary and primary elementary students. Okay, you can teach math and even other subjects in public schools. You can be a mathematician. Okay, maybe you would be one of the reasons, or one of the people who could identify the last digit for pi. Okay, if you will really exert effort in finding such. So you could be a mathematician. You could be a statistician or data analyst, since statistics include, or it talks more about quantitative data. So you could become a statistician, and most of the faculty members here in BSEd Mathematics are also statistician, where we try to analyze data, interpret, and provide more reasonable and sound conclusions. So that's one of the paths or career that you could take in if you will enroll in BSEd major in mathematics. And also a math guru, you could provide tutorial services, you could conduct seminars, you could be speakers for seminars if you would really pursue BSEd Mathematics major in mathematics, and submit yourself to professional education subject, or professional education or professional development. You would be more equipped on how data or how statistics work, and then you could become speakers or resource speakers for different seminars, which talks about mathematics and pedagogy. So what are the experiences and benefits that you can get from the BSEd Mathematics? So we have this called family, the UMTCMS. UMTCMS, yes. So that's the University of Mindanao Teacher College Mathematics Society. So we have this society, or we have this family, call it a family, not a department or a group, but the family, because when you say it's a family, we work together even despite our differences. Okay, so if you will be enrolling as a BSEd Mathematics or in BSEd Math, you will be part of the UMTCMS, and you will experience college with fun. So math is already hard, so we have also to enjoy. Okay, we also have to make fun, or to have fun, not make fun, but have fun in learning mathematics. So you could learn it with them. Okay, this is the UMTCMS, University of Mindanao Teacher College Mathematics Society. So you would meet new people, you meet students who are inclined as well in mathematics. So you have the same interest, okay, same subject. So you could talk more about the interest that you had, which would also include mathematics. And also it's one of the pride of the BSEd Mathematics that we were able to create top-notchers for the UMTCMS, or for the department. So we actually have 3 ones, 2 second placers, 3 first placers, 2 second placers, 1 third placer, 3 fourth placers, 1 fifth placer, 6th placer, 1 sixth placer, 3 sixth placers, 7 seventh placers, 2 seventh placers, 1 eighth placer, and 4 10th placers. So what we're missing is the 9th place. So maybe we're waiting for you, or you can just choose from 1 to 10. So you can be one of these top notchers that um the Legion of Top Notchers for the UMTCM. You can um be one of the top ones. You can be one of the top twos, and just choose your place. It's up to you. Okay, it's up to you. So that's one of the things that we could be proud of, as if you will be become one of the BSEd mathematics majors. And benefits and experiences as well, be part of a very competitive organization. So when we say competitive, we always try to do our best. Okay, so we were able to become overall champions on different events, organizations, initiated by the school, by the different specializations that we have in the college. And also we were able to participate on not only the inside but outside activities. So you are given the chance, or you're given the opportunity to use your skills. Maybe you have your skills in writing, in not only in math but also in writing and speaking and other communication skills based communication skill based subjects that would use your skills in doing or in participating in several competitions, not only inside the university but also outside the university. Engage to fun and educational activities. These are the activities not only conducted by the organization but also the university as a whole. They conduct such organizational events or activities that would also enhance not only your mental or your physical but also your interpersonal skills. You would be given the opportunity to interact with different students, not only under your specialization but also under different organizations. And you can also expand your interest in research and mathematics. So some of the alumnus or alumna of the BSEd-Mathematics were able to present their papers, thesis presentations. They were able to conduct thesis presentations internationally or nationally, locally presentations. Also, events such exhibits. We actually have a special month for math majors. We actually call ourselves Mathematicoi. So Mathematicoi is for learners. It was if you go back to history, it's Pythagoras, wherein he called Mathematicoi as the learners, learners as Mathematicoi. So we have what we call the Pi Day, which is celebrated on the 14th of March in as a result of the pi, which is 3.14. So it's March 14. We know it's an irrational number, but we celebrate it on March 14 of the year. And that's a whole month celebration where you will everyone is encouraged to participate. We have Sudoku, we have math problem solvings, we have different activities that includes math and other critical and analytical activities. So why do we have to study BSEd Mathematics? Or these are just some of the many reasons why we encourage you to study BSEd Mathematics. So first, it's one of the respondents, or one of the people we have talked to is Mr. Roy A. Omega. He's actually the top one of September 2017 licensure examination. I don't want to read everything, but just to get a gist of what he said, a great sense of camaraderie exists within the math organization, felt by both students and teachers in all endeavors of teaching and learning. There's camaraderie. So there's company. You still you see there's a family that you can always go to when you're having difficulty on subjects, maybe on content, learning or understanding concepts, you have someone to approach. Also, YUM BSEd-Mathematics, Miss Leslie Antilargo, one of the Sea Exchange students in Thailand, and one also of the presenters of teaching or research presentations. When I was still a student, I was given numerous opportunities to enhance my practice teaching, not only locally, but even internationally. If you dream to become the same, choose BSEd-Mathematics and choose UM. Okay, so why not choose UM and more specifically choose BSEd-Mathematics? Why UM? Why BSEd-Math? One of the teachers or graduates as well, Miss Bidjen Israel. The College of Teacher Education consists of mathematics professors who will surely give you their best in providing quality mathematics education and will help the students realize the importance of the course and their purpose of enrolling the course. So we have here professors that are equipped with not only with the content but also pedagogical that would love or that would help you love or enjoy mathematics, not make it hard for you, but we try to make it, or we try to demystify mathematics, right? Why UM? Why BSEd-Math? One of the faculty members as well, Miss Jeremy Corsonado. They'll not just let you learn things theoretically, but also make sure that you'll be able to put it in practice. So again, we don't just teach some mathematics by content, but we also teach you how to teach the subject. We don't just teach you what to teach, but we also teach you how to teach mathematics. YBS said math, UM has the set of educators who are really accommodating and has the academic prowess. Okay, so we have teachers or faculty members in BSEd-Mathematics that are already, most of us are already master's graduate, and some of them are already pursuing their doctor's degree. So if you will be here or if you will enroll in BSEd-Mathematics, you will be meeting this different set of mathematics faculty members. And one of the students as well, Xander Talo, Paglaum Scholar, current second year student. The reason for taking BSEd-Math is because I like math more than other subjects. And since then, I see myself as a mathematics educator. So if you want to enroll in BSEd-Mathematics, we also consider your interest, your ability, and most of your motivation in learning mathematics. So if you're interested to know more about UMTCMS, about the family UMTCMS, you may reach out through the website or the Facebook page that we have, the University of Mindanao Teacher College Mathematics Society, with the header of the Legion of Top Notchers, or you can just send us an email through the Math Majors 2022 at gmail.com. So I believe that's it. We hope to see you in our department.
So there you have it. Thank you so much, Professor Marian K. Gallego, for giving us those information with regards to the Bachelor of Secondary Education major in mathematics. So these two programs actually are the contributors to the Legion of Top Notchers of the College of Teacher Education. And these two people here, together with me, are also top notchers. So, di ba sa basta, very competitive. And so once you'll be part of this program, so surely you will also have that kind of vibe in these programs under the College of Teacher Education. And so for you to be more convinced that you should choose University of Mindanao as partner in achieving your dreams and aspiration in the future, please take a look at this video.
For 76 years, the University of Mindanao has made quality higher education more accessible and more affordable to Filipinos aiming for a college degree. Still undecided where to spend one of the most important stages of your life, aka college? Here are 6 reasons you should choose UM as your home university as you enter your college life. Reason number 1, flexible schedule. It's all about efficiency, focus, and quality. Under the UM term system, students are required to take at least 4 to 5 core subjects in any given term and complete the program within the required number of years. The term system, with at least 4 core subjects in a term, compared to a regular semester with 8 to 9 courses, enables students to focus and prioritize their subjects better. Likewise, under the term system, students will have the option to choose their class schedules from either of the 3 sessions, morning, afternoon, or evening. Reason number 2, quality education. UM is the first university in Mindanao and Visayas granted an institutional ISO 9001-2015 certification. It is also the first and only school granted Category A status and is one of the 3 universities in the Davao region granted autonomous status by the Commission on Higher Education. Not only that, UM is recognized by CHED as a center of excellence in teacher education, business administration, and criminology, and a center of development in accountancy, computer engineering, computer science, information technology, and mechanical engineering. Further, UM is recognized by PACUCOA as the institution with the highest number of accredited programs in Davao region and second in the country, and is granted certificates of accreditation from the Philippine Technological Council for its engineering programs. Reason number 3, affordability with a wide range of quality academic programs. Because UM aims to be accessible to all manner of aspiring students and help them reach success in education, affordability became an utmost priority. To date, UM is the most affordable private university in the region. Moreover, UM is the largest academic institution in Davao region in terms of the number of program offerings. It has more than 100 undergraduate and graduate programs. Reason number 4, large campus and high-quality facilities. UM has expansive campuses that are strategically located to provide convenience in commuting and are equipped to accommodate thousands of students comfortably, with more than enough space and facilities for curricular and extracurricular activities. The 28-hectare Matinat campus houses buildings for its 10 colleges and has state-of-the-art facilities such as air-conditioned classrooms, laboratories, audio-visual rooms, the oval track, and the library. Reason number 5, internationalization programs. UM has a number of international partner institutions that give it the leverage to embark on internationalization programs such as student and faculty exchanges, joint research publications, and other forms of academic collaborations. To date, UM has sent over 100 outbound exchange students and hosted over 60 inbound students for short-term and long-term study. Reason number 6, open education. UM believes that everyone in the world should have access to high-quality education. The UM founding fathers envisioned an institution that made educational opportunities available to all learners, regardless of their intellect, economic status, gender, or race. Hence, it has the long-standing open admission policy that does not require entrance examinations based on grades. In the more than 7 decades that UM has been evolving and growing with the times, the school has proven its mettle here and abroad and stands on an honorable reputation of quality programs, instructors, students, and administration. Choosing UM is choosing open education that assures quality and affordability. So what are you waiting for? Enroll now, mga ga!
So there you have it, guys. Those are the 6 reasons why you should choose University of Mindanao. And with that, no, you can be assured, no, that once you would choose UM, it will be the best decision that you will ever make. So for more information with regards to the programs and other updates of the university regarding enrollment, please follow our official social media pages. No, you just search at Unimin Official on those social media platform, and also for the requirements and admission ng mga policies of the university, you can just go to our website, the www.umindanao.edu.ph. And we would also like to say advance congratulations on your graduation day. I know you're very excited for this moment, and so we are also very happy, no, for your milestone. And after that, no, we would also be hoping that you would also choose University of Mindanao as your partner in achieving your dreams and aspiration in the future. So this time, we would like to say thank you very much again to our 2 speakers, no, in our program info session. Professor Yula and Professor Marian, thank you so much for your time, expertise, no, and being available this afternoon. And thank you so much. And